What is foreign exchange? Forex or foreign exchange is the purchase of one currency for another. The meaning of the terms domestic and foreign varies depending on who uses them. The most common motivation for exchanging foreign currency for domestic currency are to pay for products and services in the foreign nation, invest in its financial assets, hedge against potential unfavorable exchange rates, or profit from those changes. The barter system, which was introduced by Mesopotamian tribes, is the oldest means of trading. Products were swapped for other goods under the barter system. After that, the system evolved and commodities such as salt and spices became prominent mediums of exchange. Gold coins became generally accepted as a medium of exchange, but their weight made them unworkable. The gold standard ensured that the government would redeem any amount of paper money in gold for its face value. This functioned well until World War I, when European countries were forced to abandon the gold standard in order to print more money to pay for the war. At this time, the foreign currency market was underpinned by the gold standard. Countries traded with one another because they could exchange their currency for gold.
What do we mean by the nominal exchange rate and real exchange rate? It is the price of one country's currency in terms of another. So for example, what is the price of a US dollar in Malaysia RM? Currently, it takes about 4.2855 of RM to get you a dollar. We say a currency has depreciated when the exchange rate goes up. If the exchange rate is 2 for 1, then it goes for 3 for 1. The nominal exchange rate is relationship between two currencies. The real exchange rate is a relationship between two countries or two currency areas products. The price of one country's products in terms of another country's. The real exchange rate is the terms of trade between the two countries' products. The foreign exchange market existed shortly after the gold standard was abandoned in 1976. Profits are based on exchange rate differences and are controlled by supply and demand. The foreign exchange rate market is the largest and most liquid financial market in the world. It attracts traders from all over the world, offering great opportunities and promising quick profits.
Let's talk about exchange rate in the long run. The law of fund price is based on the concept of arbitrage. Similar products should be sold at the same price. This can be referred to as financial arbitrage. We can conclude that similar commodities and services should be sold at the same price regardless of where they are sold if we apply the concept of arbitrage from financial instrument to goods and services, whether it is offered in Malaysia or St. Louis. Similar television and cars should have similar prices. Someone may be profitable while they are not. For instance, if a certain brand of television was less expensive in St. Louis than in Malaysia, someone could purchase in St. Louis, travel to Malaysia and resell it for more money. This change to profit from arbitrage will increase demand for television in Malaysia, where prices are high, and decrease supplies in St. Louis, where prices are low. A larger supply pushes prices down while a higher demand drives price up. Next, I will explain to you guys about purchasing power parity. Why do we bother with the law of fund price when it fails so frequently? Okay, let me explain. The law of fund price is quite helpful in explaining the behavior of exchange rates over long periods, such 10 or 20 years. Despite all its evident shortcomings, we must expand the law from a single item to a collection of goods and services in order to understand why. The outcome is the notion of purchasing power parity, which states the one unit of domestic currency from the United States may be used to purchase the same assortment of goods and services anywhere in the globe. Let's consider the implication of this notion, which may seem ridiculous. The notion of buying power parity states that a basket of products and services should cost the same amount in each country, whether it be in the United States, Mexico, Japan, or the United Kingdom. In other words, purchasing power parity suggests that the exchange rate should change when prices change in one country but not in another. Inflation is the term used to describe when prices increase within a country. A difference in international inflation occurs when one country experiences inflation while another does not. Particularly, a country with significant inflation will see a decline in the value of its currency.
Usually, the case when discussing foreign currency, we must choose and stick to a home nation. The United States is the most logical choice for us. Therefore, we will utilize the US dollar as the domestic currency. To know the reason more deeply, for example, we plan to buy a car. At the same time, we are confused to make a choice between the American-made Chevrolet Camaro and the Malaysian-made Perodua Activa. The most important things in this situation is the price. We can summarize here. When the RM increase in ringgit, the price of chocolate falls and the possibility to buy it also high. Therefore, the supply curve for RM slope upward. The demand for RM. Foreigner who wish to acquire Malaysian product, properties or service must have money. For example, a student from the United States wish to attend college in Malaysia. Because the institution only take RM as payment, the tuition bill must be converted from USD to RM. Finally, the RM demand curve is dipping downward. Equilibrium in the market for RM. In the past, openness and real GDP per capita were the major drivers of real exchange rate change, while non-tradable productivity, government consumption, and net foreign asset also had a significant influence.
So, my part I will explain about shift in supply and demand for RM. Supplies means the total amount of specified product or services that is available to customer. So, in foreign exchange supply means how much money is available in the market to import goods and services from abroad. They have so many factors that makes a shift in the supply curve, which is Malaysians want to buy a foreign asset. Second, people tend to buy goods and services from abroad, and it is because the advertisements and the designs of the goods can influence them to buy it, even though they need to change it to another currency. Number 3, Malaysians' wealth is increasing. If the wealth of people is increasing and the country have a stable economy, people may seek the foreign designs or good that suits their taste, even though the price is expensive. Number 5, the people may seek the investment that have a less risky to them to invest, and the same goes with the bond because they seek to find a bond that have high interest rates. Number 6, the expected depreciations of RM in the future. For example, today you want to exchange RM 100 today with the $4 per ringgit exchange rate, and you will receive $400. But in the future, if the exchange rate decreases to $3.50, the amount you will get is RM 114 with 30 cents. Demand is the willingness to pay for goods and services, but demand in currency exchange explains how the people want the local currency to buy the goods and services from the local market. The main factor for the shift in the demand curve is, first, increasing in the local exports of Malaysian-made goods. It is because the country makes a high-quality items and advertise efficiently to the international markets. Second, another reason why the demand in the RM is increasing is because of holiday seasons. The traveler planning to come to Malaysia because of the attraction place that varies in the internet. So from that, the traveler will demand the RM for exchange with their currency. Third, the increasing in the foreign wealth. Fifth, our local investment rate is low and attract the outsider to invest in the local company. Last factor is ringgit is expected to rise in value in the future. So lastly, government policies and the foreign exchange interventions. As we know, every country in this world relies a lot with the exports and imports. So to stabilize the economies and take care of the company's welfare, the government creates a policy that can influence the price of goods and services that are imported and exported into the country. The foreign exchange intervention is a tool that involves the central bank by selling and buying the currency to make sure the country's economy is stable, but they also have a cons, which is they have a hard time to determine whether the time and amount is suitable or not.
In conclusion, even though foreign exchange may be difficult to grasp, it is more important than ever in today's global economy for practically everyone to do so. Right? There are several currencies used around the world, and that these currencies have an immediate influence. One must be able to analyze the implication of exchange rate changes for purchasing decisions, investment portfolios, business plans, governmental policies, and other life decisions, and actively respond to them.